Hello, my name is Dr. Jamika Thomas. I am the Director of Curriculum and Instruction for Bessemer City Schools, and I'm here to provide a video for you to explain our end of the year data for 21-22. In this video, you will see various types of data from our Alabama Comprehensive Assessment Program, which is also known as the ACAP. You will see academic growth and academic proficiency. And this is how we get our report card specifications. You also see English learners data, chronic absenteeism that was available to us in early May, late May, and then also college career readiness data. This data was collected in late May, early June. Since then, we do have some other data that has been released to us, but we're still collecting, and we will have another presentation of data September, early October for this school year 22-23. Okay. So let's look at our summative data, which is our ACAP, our ACT, and our Access. Access is for our EL students. For Abrams, ACAP, the scores that have been released or were released at this time of this presentation were only the reading subtest scores. And so that's what we'll be looking at today. Our other ACAP data is still embargoed, meaning that we cannot share that publicly to the public, but we will be able to release that information soon. So here we have Abrams ACAP in 2021. They were at a little bit below 30%, 40%. And then for second grade and for in 2022, and this is proficiency in the reading subtest, they went a little bit below 80. Third grade, they were about 37, and then they went to about 52. This is their EL data. They were at 32% proficient in 2021, and in 2022, 66% proficient for their EL students. In Greenwood, we have 28 students, or 28 students, 28% of second graders that were proficient in 21, and then 52 that were proficient in 22. In third grade, 38, and then 56. And their EL data went from 38% proficient to 60% proficient. At Hard, we had 16% proficient in 21 and 55% proficient in 22. And for third grade, we had 27% proficient and then 67% proficient in 22 for third grade. And this is for Hard Elementary. Their EL data, 38% proficient in 21 and 75% proficient in 2022. Jonesboro, 18% proficient in 21 with a reading subtest, 53% proficient in 22. Third grade, 29% proficient with a reading subtest, and 52% proficient in third grade, 2022. Their EL data went from 50% proficient in 21 to 56% proficient in 2022. West Hills, ACAP reading, 26% to 54% proficient in from 21 to 22 for second grade, and then 46% to 63%, 21 to 22 third grade. And that's West Hills. Their EL data, they went from 29% proficient to 60% proficient from 21 to 22. Next, we will look at our BCMS EL data. At this time, BCMS ACAP scores are still embargoed, so we do not have those to share, but we do have their EL data. They went from 18% proficient to 13% proficient. BCHS ACT data. So the high school, they do not have ACAP, they have ACT. And so we see over the trajectory of 20, 21, and 22 that in 2022 there were 13.4 average, and this is a score. ACT score. ACT runs from to 36, the score of 36. The average in the state of Alabama is 16. So here are our scores. For English, 13.4, for math, 14, and for science, 15.6. Our BCHS EL data, they went from 17% proficient in 21 to 27% proficient in 2022. All right. So at this point, when this data was collected, we had this statement to talk about our absenteeism and our college career readiness. So it reads, our end of the year state reporting relies on the data from PowerSchool. With this being the first year, districts have used PowerSchool and implemented the end of the year processing. There has been several issues that have occurred after the end of the year processing. As a result, Alabama State Department of Education has given an updated deadline that all districts can ensure that data is correct and updated. So at the point of this, the gathering of this information, this was our statement. We will have in September, early October, a new statement. So we have more finalized numbers then. Now we have what we call benchmark data. So the first set of numbers, or the first data that we collected, was summative data. Those are the scores or the data that is used by the State Department, or actually by the legislature, to deem if the letter grade of a school. So if a school is an A, B, C, D, or F, it is based off of the numbers that you see, that you just saw. This number, or this information that you're going to see, is what helps us formulate our next steps in instruction. So that is why it's called formative assessment. It helps us form our next steps of instruction. And so here we have our beginning of the year where our students started, and then our end of the year where they ended. We do have a middle of the year, but that is just for our understanding of where a benchmark or check where our students are. So for the purpose of this data, I only included the beginning of the year and the end of the year. All right, so we have here median growth. So we're talking about growth between winter and spring, and then fall and winter. So when you have the green here, and this is coming from our learning management system of Renaissance, our students take a test called the STAR. And so STAR is from third grade to, fourth grade to 12th grade for reading, and first grade through 12th grade for math. Okay. All right. So when we're looking at growth, and this is by percentage, if they made 1% to 34% growth within a time frame, that's low growth. If they had 35 to 65%, that's typical growth. If they had high growth, would be 66 to 99%. And so when you're looking at winter to spring, and fall to winter. So when we were talking about the beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of year, beginning of the year is what we consider fall. Middle of the year would be winter, and then end of the year would be spring. So for STAR math across the district, from fall to winter, our orange pieces, you can see where our students grew. So again, remember our chart. If it's 1 to 34, they did low growth. If it's 35 to 65, typical growth. If it's 66 to 99, high growth. So as we look at the different schools, you'll see where there is growth. So for our fall to winter, meaning from September to about December, this is the amount of growth each school had for math. So 38, 49, 42, 31, 40, 33, 34. From winter to spring for STAR Math, so from December to late April, May, this is what they did as far as growth. 47, 39, 41, 31, 40, 27, 47. So student growth. So you can rank and see that some of our schools had high growth, some will had typical expected growth, and some of our schools had low growth according to STAR Math. Okay. The same thing with STAR Reading. So from fall to winter, that again is about September to December, we have 56, 45, 33, 32, 34, 28, and 37. And then from winter to spring in growth, we have 40, 48, 47, 48, 54, 37, 36. And these numbers represent the percentage of students that made that growth. Okay. All right. And how much growth they made. All right. Percentage of students above or below, at or above benchmark proficiency by the school. So STAR Math and STAR Reading. So again, fall and spring. So this is our beginning of the year and then our end of the year. Fall, 24, 25, 19, 30, 23, 33, 26 for STAR Math. And then that's the beginning of the year. And then our end of the year, spring, 32%, 19, 33, 23, 23, 25, 33. For reading, again, fall is 17, and you have your schools here, 17, 8, 13, 17, 12, 15, 25. And then for our spring, 21, 10, 11, 17, 16, 22, 28. And these again are students who made at or above benchmark for by proficiency by school. Okay. So we will look at individual subjects and also, or individual tests and also individual grades. So for our kindergarten, first, second, and third, they take a test called Dibbles. And our fourth and fifth grade take STAR for reading. So you will see, according to Abrams proficiency, the difference between the two. Our blue is our beginning of the year and our red is our end of the year. So just like it was green and orange, fall and spring, in this one, our spring would be red and our fall will be blue. Okay. So just to look at it, you see our kindergartner, and you can look at visually and with numbers how it fell for Abrams for reading and also for math. So math, we have first through fifth grade math, STAR Math. And so you see that for blue, that's our beginning of the year or our fall scores. And then red is our end of the year or our spring scores. Okay. Give you a second to look at that. All right. And then we're going to also look at their growth. 47% of students met their target growth in reading. 51% of their students met their target growth in math. All right. We're going to look at Greenwood, beginning of the year to end of year. And this is for reading and for math. Beginning of the year to end of year. And their proficiency, or not, I'm sorry, not proficiency, but their growth. We had 31 of our students do make their target growth in reading, and 26% of our students make their target growth in math. Hard elementary. Again, blue is beginning of the year, red is end of year. And this is for reading. And for math, and their target growth. Reading, 40% of our students made their target reading. 36% of our students made their target in math. At Jonesboro, this is reading. And then we have math. Okay. And our Jonesboro Star Growth, 27% of our students made their target reading. 25% of our students made their target math. West Hills, this is reading on this side. And here we have math. And with their star growth, reading, 47% of our students made their star reading. 30% of our students made star math. BCMS, our middle school, there before and beginning of the year and end of year. Star reading, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. And star math, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. And here we have our star growth. For reading, we have 41% of our students making their star. 41% of our students making their star target in reading, and 34% of our students making their star target in math. Then we have high school. Star reading 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And our star math, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And for our star growth, 39% of our students made their star growth in reading, and 46% of our students made their star growth in math. This concludes our presentation for our data. This is the end of the year data for 21-22. If you have any questions, please contact me, Dr. Jamaica Thomas, here at Bessemer City Schools at J.A. Thomas at BESSK12.org. That's J.A. Thomas at BESSK12.org. Thank you and have a great day.